Create post. Did it create? Yes. Alright, so it's on Facebook. Okay. It's already started. Okay, welcome ladies and gentlemen, it's 2021 and we're finally back on the racing scene with our opening round of the V8 League, and tonight we're at the Bend. We're at our new location, very excited to be at Entertainment Park, located out on Milperra Road in Bankstown. So we've got a few more guys here in the store. We've also inside a go-kart venue, bowling, VR, Hologate. Make sure you check it out, Entertainment Park in Bankstown. And they're our major sponsors for this round, being the opening round of the V8 season 2021. We've got some old and new faces with us tonight, and we are currently at the Bend. So same format as before, we're going to have 3 races, 8 laps, 10 laps and 20 lap length. Basically, we will start the first race off the quali session, and the second race will be the reverse quali, and then the third race will be the combined points from the first 2 races. And that'll be the round winner at the end of that. Will be leading the championship after round 1, obviously. Okay, so we are in a quali session. We'll go straight to it. Start following some of our guys and introduce our newbies. So, racing from Entertainment Park, rookie, we've got the very quick Jake Elder in the Penrite car. He hasn't posted a lap yet, but he's practice time, definitely he's going to see him up the front of the grid for the quali session, so make sure you keep a lookout for him. Next to him is James Thompson, his teammate in the other Penrite Holden Commodore ZB. So they're looking to team up and get a 1-2. We'll see how they go. Both very quick, both been working very hard in the lead up to this race. So we're looking forward to seeing what they can bring to the table at the opening round. Jumping in tonight also from Entertainment Park is James Southwell. He's been getting better with as the night's gone on. So too has Brendan Williamson. Both all the 4 I've just mentioned, this will be their first race tonight. So we're all looking forward to see what they can do. And also racing from Entertainment Park, but needs no introduction, is David Baker in the Monster Energy car. He's been pumped ever since Oran Park in the last round last year, as he took out that actual round win, I think. So he's looking to keep the form and deliver as well up the front. Next to him will be Bryce Royal, another seasoned campaigner from the last year, and he's racing in the Scott McLaughlin 17-inch Shell Helix car. As he's we've got 6 minutes left in quali. We haven't posted a full lap yet. It is quite a long lap, 2 minutes. So just under 2 minutes, I should say. 1:49, 1:50. They're the times we're seeing in quali at the moment. Okay, so they're all the guys racing from Entertainment Park. Also joining us tonight is Peter Foster, or Paps. We'll call him Paps. His times have been pretty good tonight as well in the Brocky Tribute 05 car. Bradley Martin, he's been a very loyal member of ours, so hopefully we can see him up giving David Baker a run for his money. Daniel Opedasano, current V8 League champion of 2020, so he's looking to start off the season on top. And next to him, Peter Foster, both from Clean Skin Racing, I should say. So very professional outfit from them, doing well in the Down Under series and the Aussie Sim Wars series. If you ever get a chance, make sure you check them out as well and join their leagues. Okay, so Chris McLennan from Down Under series, and I think from Service Australia. He's in a Castrol car, and he's currently putting the car on pole. Scott Flack, we haven't talked about him. He's another Racecentre member, raced with us last year, both towards the end of the season for the V8s, but he's actually the Formula One league champion. He's actually been asked to race in the overseas leagues in Europe, so we're very proud of that and hope to see him do well. Liam Tolo Williams, he started racing with us towards the end of last year, and he's got more practice with the DUS or Down Under series and the Aussie Sim Wars, so hopefully he'll be up the front today. Bradley Martin, who else have I? Oh, James Delaney, very seasoned campaigner, doing very well as well in the other series. Thomas Foster, Clean Skin Racing. So I've been through the whole field. So at the moment, we've got Chris McLennan coming in the pits for another set of tyres. 3 minutes left to go in the quali session. Scott Flack posting a 1:49.702, putting him on P2 front row for the race, hopefully, in the DeWalt ZB for Team 18. Liam Tolo Williams doing well at P3 at the moment. Just exiting pits there. Staying within the line, which is good. Bradley Martin shouldn't have been balked there, so all good. It is an open quali session, which we usually have a private session. We may change that for the next round. We'll ask the guys how they felt about it, because it is different for our season. Just to let you know that the cars are fixed, so there's no setup required. They can change brake bias, tyre compound and fuel loads. That's about it. Other than that, there's no suspension changes, diff changes. They get what they're given. Jake Elder just posting a fly, just missing out on pole by .043. He'll be that'll put him on the front row of the grid. If he may be going again, we'll see what sector he puts in for the first part of the lap. You can see the sector times down the bottom right hand corner next to his name. We're just waiting for him to finish the first sector there. Very tough left-hander there. You really got to commit and slow down. It doesn't look like it is, but it's got quite a big opening and a bottleneck. So he's just off his flying time by half a second, so that's not going to be a fast one for him. David Baker, where's he? He's currently in P6, second and a half off the pace at the moment. Doesn't look like he's posted a fast one. Got a few guys just sitting in the pits, taking it easy. There are a lot of rookies out there tonight. We are, wanting to bring them up to speed and show them the ropes and get them up to the front and get them into a competitive atmosphere while not being too intimidated by the other drivers. So should be very good, clean racing tonight, we hope. Peter Foster currently in P8 at the moment. P7 I should say, number 8. See how he does it. Nice Brucky tribute on the dashboard there. Painted by Clean Skin Racing. If you ever want your car painted, make sure you check him out on our Facebook page, Clean Skin Racing, CSR. Coming into the second last corner now. Peter just taking it nice, carrying a lot of speed through there. That's not the second last corner, but we're close to he's on his outlap. 20 seconds to go. Hopefully he needs to cross the finish line if he wants to start his flying lap. Doesn't look like he's going to make it for a flying, so it looks like at the moment McClellan and Elder front row, very close. There's Scott Flack behind him in P3. Liam Tollard Williams in P4. Bradley Martin in P5 with a 149.867. I think he's still on a flyer at the moment, so we'll check him out. See. Well, it looks like he's got a PB for his first, and just 0.8 off in the second sector. So he might have made a mistake there, blowing his chances to get himself closer to the front of the grid. Still got Jake Elder out there. Doesn't look like that's going to get him pole position. No, he's 149.574 is a bit slower than his best. Bradley Martin moves in at P5. He does improve. Baker 6, Foster 7. James Thompson is in the pits. Bryce Roll's still out there. It looks like he's made a mistake on the first sector, so that won't be his best. James Southwell coming up to finish off his quali, but a huge second sector there, so it looks like he's come off. He'll have that lap time disallowed. It won't matter anyway, so it looks like he'll start in P10. Okay, so Jake Elder, that won't be a qualifying lap as he crossed the line after the time has gone. If you're out there watching, throw us a message, let us know that you're watching and where you're watching from and who you're going for. So that completes quali. Okay, so at the end of that session it was Chris McLennan on pole with a 148.649. Right next to him is our rookie from Entertainment Park, Jake Elder, doing really well with 148.692, just missing out there. Behind him will be Scott Flack, then Liam Tollard-Williams, Bradley Martin, David Baker in the Monster Energy car, Peter Foster, or Paps in P7, P8 will be James Thompson in the second Penrite entry, Bryce Roll in P9, James Southwell up in the top 10, and James Delaney P11. With Thomas Foster, Jacob Frazier, Daniel Apadasano and Brendan Williamson rounding out the top 15. So we'll see if the boys are ready and we'll get straight into the first race. Okay, welcome back. The boys are ready, so we're going to get off into our first race of the year. Alright, it's going to be an 8-lap flyer, so formation lap.
now leave the grid now.
Alright, so the guys have got a formation lap before we roll off. Okay, first race of the year, 8 laps. Formation lap. Guys are still gridding up. Alright, so the guys are just going to roll around first. Give us a bit of a parade lap. Nice, healthy looking field here. Going to check out the field. Nice little camera angle I found out during the week. Currently following David Baker at the moment. He'll be starting on P6, third row. Actually, I'll just quickly bring up the starting order while we're rolling around. Okay, again, it's pole Chris McLennan, Kelly Racing, Jake Elder front row, Scott Flack, Liam Tollo Williams. Third row will be Bradley Martin with David Baker, typical combination for them. They always find each other on the track. Next to them, Peter Foster, James Thompson. And fourth row of the grid, we've got Bryce Royal and James Southwell. Fifth row, I should say. Sixth row, James Delaney, Thomas Foster. Definitely no slouches back there. Jacob Fraser, Daniel Bassano and Brendan Williamson starting in P15. Okay, so that's your grid. So hopefully I can get a camera set up here and show you what it looks like from inside the entertainment park here. We've got 8 full motion simulators with 4 of each manufacturer. VRX with D-Box system and SimWorks V2 motion platforms as well. So you can see Chris and Jake just rolling up to the grid there. Waiting for Brendan Williamson to line up at the back there. Here we go, good luck guys. Racing for 2021 V8 League, round 1, here we go. 8 laps. And it's Chris McLennan getting a great start off the line there on the left hand side. Jake Elder, May gets one, but he's got the good inside line there. Who's it going to be into the first corner? Oh, Bradley Martin from P5 up into P2 by the first corner. Chris McLennan getting a good run, but it's backing up. We've got Bradley Martin, Jake Elder, David Baker moving up a couple of spots there. We're on board with Jake Elder now in currently in P3, trying to protect that inside line, going nice and wide, missing that apex. Further down the back, Liam Tollard Williams has dropped back a couple of spots. That's James Thompson in the other Penrite, currently in P7. We've got the Fosters in 11 and 12 back there. Paps and Thomas Foster. Scott Flack, F1 2020 F1 champion. He's lost a couple of spots in a P5 at the moment from P3 on the grid. We'll just see how they've gone, the positions gained, see who the biggest climbers are. Looks like Daniel Opedisano from the back of the grid is already up into P5. And Bradley Martin from P5, as mentioned before, up into P2. Great effort from him, start of the year. Jake Elder just dropping back into P3, but that's okay because we've got Scott Flack. And here comes David Baker. Trying to get to the back of Scott Flack in P4. See him diving nice and deep there. Nice gear changes, nice and smooth. Running a bit wide there on the brakes early. Scott Flack just getting a bit squirrely there, but he's got a good exit. You can see the front end just moving around there. Go back to Liam Tollard Williams in P6. That's James Thompson right behind him, going up the inside. Will he make it? No, he's locked up the brakes. He rejoins relatively cleanly, and that's that looks like Daniel Opedisano going around the outside in the CSR sponsored car, and that's James Delaney right behind him. So there's a race going on down the back here from P7 down. Have a look at the extended battle. Opedisano, Delaney, Thompson and Frazier. Oh, and we've got Flack and Baker coming in the mix now, so they're definitely gaining on the guys. Back up front it's Chris McLennan with a 1.5 second gap over Bradley Martin, and Jake Elder doing a fantastic job in P3. Get to next, we'll see where the battles are. Looks like Elder and Flack are together. They're all spaced out going down the main straight. See their new best lap for Chris McLennan, a 149.462.67. And that's why he's up in the P1 at the moment. Okay, with 3 laps down, it's the guys are still pretty tight in the pack there. Liam Tollard Williams, P6 at the moment, holding his own. The guys have really got to look after their tyres. Getting it down in a second gear. Very slow corner that one. You've also got to protect the inside because it's quite open there, leaving yourself open for a dive bomb or an opportunistic move. Baker back into P5 now, doing a great job. He's been practicing. Oh, Jacob Frazier's got a penalty, not too sure what that's for. We'll see where he's at. Could be track limits, I'm not too sure. But that looks like it might have been Bryce Royal just running off the road behind him. James Southwell and Brendan Williams doing a good job keeping it nice and solid on the track. Back up the front, Bradley Martin for Team Navy and Aces, currently in P2 at the moment. Looks like the battle for P3 is hotting up as well. We've got Chris McLennan still punching out those fastest laps with a 149.4. Here comes Scott Flack up the back of Elder. and he's just locked up and ran wide. And there goes Jake Elder reclaiming P3. A bit of smoke coming out as he tries to light it up, getting out of the corner. Got to look after those tyres. He's got plenty of tread left for this race. We're halfway through. So it's Elder, Flack. Now got David Baker in P5 tapping at the heels, and here comes Daniel Opposano, Racecentre's 2020 defending champion, racing for CSR Racing, Clean Skin Racing. James Delaney in the M&M's themed car. Making me hungry now. I wanted some chocolate. Beautiful paint job from Clean Skin Racing with that M&M themed car of James Delaney. See if we can pan around here. Just hovering over the top of James Delaney, and there's Daniel Opposano with the Racecentre logo on the boot there. We can see Baker going up the inside of Scott Flack, that is, for P4. Turn around, there's James Delaney and Liam Tollard Williams. Back on board with Opposano now in P6. Still got to give credit to Chris McLennan stretching out that lead. It's now 3.5 seconds ahead of Bradley Martin. Jake Elder further down the track by himself. Oh, David Baker almost getting the job done on the inside of this pack of fours. Beautiful to watch. Look at the racing going on. It's just incredible. These guys are loving the door-to-door action. Have to say, great racing from these guys at the moment. Oh, Opposano just getting the back end wide, went a bit tight there, so he was forced to accelerate early. David Baker holding his own in P4, but he's in P5, I should say. Just look at the racing though. These guys are very close. We see James Thompson, unfortunately, just understeering into the weeds there, and as soon as you hit that, you've lost all your spots. So he's dropped back down to P9 at the moment. He should make his way back up the field. Peter Foster currently in P10, also just looks like he's having trouble with the front end grip there. Thomas Foster in the second CSR, making sure everyone's staying on the grey stuff. Down the back there, Bryce Roll back in P12. P13 after the unfortunate penalty, Jacob Frazier is in P13, and Bryce Roll, you can see there, just understeering again, overshooting that corner. It looks like both the shells are together, or he's taken a bit of a field trip. He might get stung with a penalty there. That's James Southwell in the Cool Drive entry, P14. We'll have to go back up the front now, see where the closest battles are. Looks like Elder and Flack are still together. Maybe the black and gold cars are one to go in to get up the front. This looks like your closest battle, but just behind. But David Baker just slipping back into P7 as Opposano and Delaney just move up another couple of spots. The next one in the sights is Scott Flack in P4. Got a yellow in sector 1 there. Lap 6 of 8, 2 laps to go. You can see James using the curbs there to keep the car to turn in a lot better. some of these curves you can't really ride, it'll just hook you into the weeds. This group of 4 or 5's really given us a good show tonight. Look how close the racing is. Oh, Baker's coming up the inside trying to make a move. Can he make it stick? He's forcing Delaney out wide, but I think Baker's had to yield a bit there. Flack leading this group down the main straight for the second last time. As Chris McLennan still got a 5-second gap ahead of Bradley Martin in P2. Probably need to give him more credit there back in P3. Flack getting past Elder there. Elder's front lefts are starting to go. They're in the yellows, but still plenty of tread to finish the race here. So that's Jake currently in P4. Oh, Delaney going up the inside of Opedasano. Will he get it? Oh, he's forced Opedasano out wide, but he's managed to stay on the black stuff. He's in a good position to take this next left-hander. It looks, on the track map, it looks like one continuous circle, but I can tell you there's 3 apexes you really got to nail each time. As you see Elder just making a little mistake there, and these guys behind will make him pay for it. Jake's just, that whole sequence. Oh, look at Opedasano getting out wide there. Lighting up the rears, moving over in front of Jake, making sure he claims that position. Delaney wants to follow. Here comes Baker. Look how close it is on the bonnet of Jake Elder now, back in P7. It's amazing how one lap he started in P4, now he's back into P7 at the moment. Oh, inside lock up from David Baker, trying to get it pulled up in time. Jake Elder's got about 40% left on the front lefts. Good enough to get him on the last lap. On the last lap for Chris McLennan out in front now, 6.5 seconds ahead of Bradley Martin in P2 for Team Navy and Aces Engineering. In P3 is Scott Flack in the DeWalt entry. Daniel Opedasano, James Delaney battling it out for P4 and 5 at the moment. Daniel's fastest lap is 150.877. Opedasano just getting the better of him through there, but they're not catching Flack at the moment. We'll see how many corners Chris is almost about to complete the race in P1. Commanding lead from the front, green to checkered. I keep getting mixed up. This is definitely the last corner of the race. There he is, Chris McLennan, coming up to take the first win of the season. Congratulations to him. Green to checkered for him. Behind him is Brad Martin. There we've got Scott Flack, Opedasano and Delaney. It's Opedasano, then Delaney getting the better of Delaney. Baker and Elder coming across right behind Liam, Tolo Williams, P8. And James Thompson coming up to finish his lap. He's going through the second last corner. That's James Thompson in the second Penrite, taking P9 for the first race of the season. Not a bad effort from him. Oh, look at this close effort. That's Peter Foster and Thomas Foster, father-son. The father out in front and Thomas right behind him. Nice little nudge there across the line. Who else have we got? We've got Jacob Frazier with that earlier penalty. He comes home to recover in P12. Bryce Roll taking P13. That leaves us with James Southwell just still doing really well on tyres actually on his front. He hasn't burned them too much. And he comes up to finish his first race in P14 in the Racecentre V8 League for 2021. Great drive from him. And that's Brendan Williamson also crossing the line, almost a lap down. Okay, so there's the race results for race 1, 8 laps. Chris McLennan dominated that whole race there, ahead of Bradley Martin, who's starting P5, I think, P6 from memory. Scott Flack dropping one place. No, he remained the same, finishing P3. Obatasano from the rear of the grid makes his way up into P4. James Delaney right behind him in P5. David Baker almost making it P5, but takes P6 for the night. Jake Elder doing very strong in the front of the race out the front, but within one lap he lost 4 places. Liam Tollett Williams, James Thompson, Peter Foster rounding out our top 10. P11 was Thomas Foster, Jacob Frazier, Bryce Roll, James Southwell and Brendan Williamson rounding out the top 15. Alright, so we're going to get into race 2, which is 10 laps. And we'll be right with you after these commercials. With thanks to our sponsors, Jewellery on James at Burleigh Heads, Racecentre is proud to announce that we'll be giving away this Supercars Limited Edition Pulsar watch to the winner of our 2020 V8 League season. The special watch features include chronograph function, stainless steel hard-coated case with black pattern leather strap and red stitching, date, calendar and 100 meters water resistant. Once again, we'd like to thank our friends at Jewellery on James.
whiskey in town. One that embodies the strength and character of our people, that dares to do it our own way. Crafted by a master distiller to create something uniquely Australian. Ned, Australian whiskey.
If you believe in it, then anything is possible.
Okay, it looks like my main PC's With thanks to our sponsors, Julian James at Burleigh Heads, Racecentre is proud to announce that we'll be giving away this Supercars Limited Edition Pulsar watch to the winner of our 2020 V8 League season. The special watch features include chronograph function, stainless steel hard-coated case with black pattern leather strap and red stitching, date, calendar and 100 meters water resistant. Once again, we'd like to thank our friends at Julian James. I apologise for the screen resolution, it is wrong at the moment, but we've got to plug on and keep going. Okay, so going to put the boys into a race.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
Okay, I'll just make it nice and neater for this race. Okay, so it is a formation lap. Sorry guys, we are a bit rusty because we have moved location with new computer, new software. Okay, so the guy's just rolling off now. So this is the starting order for the race. We've got rookies Brendan Williamson and James Southwell on the front row of the grid. Behind him, Bryce Royal, James Thompson. Starting P9 will be Scott Flack and Jake Elder. Saw them in a great battle on for the first race. McClellan, James Delaney, Thomas Foster and Daniel Omotisano rounding up the top 15. To let everyone know, when restarting R Factor, it's changed the resolution on me, so I'll probably have to fix that back before the third race of the night. But for now, we'll just plug along. 10 laps for this one. We see Jacob Frazier going off into the grass. He is sponsored by Jim's Mowing, so that's quite a fitting sponsor for him. Again, we're racing from live and streaming live from Entertainment Park, based in Bankstown on Milperra Road near the Bankstown Airport. So if you want to come and check us out for some sim racing, go-karting, 10-pin bowling, VR Hologate, arcades, pool tables, it's all here. We've even got a cafe and even a barber if you ever feel like a haircut. So guys are coming round now. Waiting for Brendan Williamson and James Southwell to take the grid. There they are, just lining up, taking the box. So too the rest of the field. Like someone's missed the box off the back there. Revs rising for the second race of the night. There goes the helicopter shadow. We can hear the lights are about to go. Oh, looks like Brennan just received a penalty. You can see him just jump in the start there on the start line. As we see Bryce Roll going up into P1 or into P2. Teammate orders. Got 3 forwards and a spin there for Cool Drive. That's James Southwell as Bryce Roll takes the front from his mate David Baker in the Monster Energy car. And we've got Brendan Williamson back in P3 with unfortunately a drive-through. It's not a stop and go, it's just a drive-through. Jacob Frazier, Jim's mowing. Oh, these guys are really pumping on the gas really early, trying to get a clear bit of track, but the battle's back here. Thomas Foster up into P7 already from the rear of the field. There's a huge bunch back here. These guys are used to racing with each other back with Down Under Series. You'll find them racing the Saturday before the real event, which is this Saturday coming, so make sure you tune in and cheer them on with Race Stars TV as Tom Foster going up the inside. Oh, just pushing Jacob Frazier wide on the infield there, and that's Chris McLennan moving up a spot ahead of Thomas Foster there. Looks like he got a spot in front of Jake Elder, but Jake Elder's behind there in P4 at the moment, but that's not his position. I think he's dropped back into P5. Wow, it's really clumping up. Who's that off the track? That looks like David Baker. Not too sure what happened there. That's Peter Foster taking out a few witches hats. It looks like Baker's dropped down a few spots there. You see the positions all jostling and changing. See the positions gained here. Biggest climber there is Chris McLennan in P2, Thomas Foster, or Peter Foster I should say. We've got Royal and Williamson down the back, both in pit lane serving their penalties. Unfortunately that's unfortunate for the Shell team. Looks like Brandon Williamson scored himself another penalty. Battle going back on here for we're following James Delaney in the M&M car. Oh, door to door, shoulder to shoulder with Thomas Foster. Look at this, 2 CSR cars, and James just splitting the difference between the two. That's Foster in front. You can see his name on the rear panel down below. So that's Thomas Foster moving up into P5 from the rear of the grid. Biggest mover and shaker. Someone's just running wide there. I just missed it. Who was that? Could have been Scott Flack. Can't see him on the timing screens. Oh no, he's up the front. What am I talking about? He's actually taking the lead ahead of Chris McLean and Jake Elder back up into P3. So we saw David Baker coming off early. He was up the front. Could be cursed to be in P1 at the moment, but that's Jake Elder, one of our rookies, doing well in P3 at the moment. He's got Jacob Frazier coming up behind him, and Scott Flack scoring the fastest lap of the race so far with a well, that's just been surpassed by Chris McLennan with a 151.856. Who else have we got there? James Delaney back behind him. This is where the action is. Dropping down the gears, Pete down to first gear for that corner. Can't see over that massive rear wing sponsored by Racecentre. See if you can watch over the front of the bonnet there. Seeing his rear vision mirror, you can see it. It's being swamped by all the drivers. getting loose up the front there. Who's that? Couldn't make out who that was, to be honest, going off the inside. Could have been Jacob Frazier. No, he looks like he's still on track. Scott Flack still out in front. Racecentre's F1 champion for 2020, defending champion. We're about to get the F1 season started pretty soon, hopefully before the next race. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Got new cars to use for this year as well, so should be nice and different for the drivers. They've been racing on the same car for the last couple of years. That's Jake Elder getting up into P2 there. Nice under brakes. Just blocking off Chris's exit, so protecting his line there. We're on board with Chris McClellan looking at Jake Elder in P2. He's going to go up the inside. Oh, he's just hitting the tail. If we was to hear that rear fender, then Jake Elder would have some troubles there trying to keep the traction down. But very clean racing here displayed by the guys out on track at the moment. Oh, that's just got the back of Delaney there, just overshooting it. You can see the skid marks leading into the wall there. He's going to drop back way down, currently in P9 at the moment. But the race goes on up the front, so that promotes Thomas Foster for CSR. Behind him, Daniel Batisano. Clean skin racing up in P4 and 5. Jake Elder trying to chase down Scott Flack in the DeWalt car, and here they are, three of them. Going to battle for the podium. We're just under halfway through now. Bradley Martin, who comes second in the first race, currently in P6 for this one. Not a bad position to be in. He's found himself next to his mate David Baker. Those two are like magnets, to be honest. Liam Tyler Williams pretty quiet tonight, currently in P8, but definitely amongst it, racing with the boys. And Baker's just tripped up there behind Bradley Martin, moving up a spot in P7 now. Looking at the back of Bradley Martin. Nice shot on the ground there. Trying to look to see where the guys are. Go on board with Jake Elder as he is closing in. The gap's only 0.7 to Scott Flack at the moment. McLennan a further 0.7 behind him, so gap's pretty even. But you can see this going to the end here. We're halfway through this. Looks like they're stretching the gap to Foster and Opposano. Chris McClellan just lighting it up, going on the inside, going on the infield. Has he lost any position? He manages to stay in P3, but he's dropped off the pace now, about 3 seconds off by the time we get through the next sector. Actually, it's only 1.5 seconds, so he hasn't lost too much time with Flack and Elder battling for P1. This will allow Chris McClellan to move up the back of these guys. Give us a good opportunity to go through the back of the field. This is Thomas Foster. Oh, look at that. Pure class. Thomas Foster, Daniel Bassano. in P4 and 5. Liam Tollard Williams in P6. Great effort from him, but he's got Bradley Martin and David Baker right behind him. It's a good battle. See the wheel work for on David Baker's car, trying everything to get past Bradley Martin in P7. Can he draft him up this straight, dive deep under brakes? Dropping a couple of gears there. Yeah, getting a nice drive out of that corner. So they go around almost completing the seventh lap of the race there. Go further back. James Thompson, bit of a quiet one for this, back in P9. He's still got a half tyre tread left, so he's not doing too bad. There's still half of the race to go, so he won't need to pit for this one. James Delaney, oh hang on, I've lost one. Sorry Paps, that's Peter Foster in the Brock entry, Brock tribute I should say. And behind him, James Delaney. Jacob Fraser back in P12 with the Jim's Mowing sponsorship. James Southwell in the cool drive after that earlier spin, unfortunately on the between turn 2 and 3, facing the rest of the field. He's currently circulating in P13. Bryce Roll, one of the shells. Whoa. Who that is in front. That's not Jake Elder, that's looks like James Thompson just in front of Bryce Roll. He must have dropped down P9, or they're just lapping Bryce Royal at the moment. James just struggling to keep that car under control there. As you can see, Bryce Royal trying to unlap himself. And down the back we've got Brendan Williamson in the second of the Shell Helix cars. Back up front is still Scott Flack, Jake Elder, and just off the back there, holding that 1.2, 1.5 second gap to the back there, Chris McLennan. Elder doing everything he can to stay on the back of Flack here. Here he is under brakes, will he pop out? He gets the job done. That's Jake Elder up in front, trying to redeem what happened in the first race. He's learned from his mistake. Doesn't take him long. He's quite a quick learner and a very good driver, definitely showing good pace straight up. One of our rookies for tonight, so very impressed with his drive tonight in the Penrite Holden ZB Commodore. The top three still in contact with each other, so they're not losing each other. Scott Flack's still in touch, and it looks like they're coming up to the back of lap markers, so this could mix it up a little bit. If you're quite opportunistic, you can drive up the inside. That's James Southwell in the core drive entry. Maybe he might take the inside as you see Jake just stepping on the gas a bit too early there, but he's got the job done and he's remains out in front. And Scott Flack and Chris McLennan, he's pretty much gapped them as Scott's taking a bit more time to overtake, but there he goes up the inside. Can't see him on either side, so that's Scott Flack in P2 ahead of Chris McLennan. Fastest lap of the race so far for Chris McLennan with a 151.856 posted on the second lap of the race. Thomas Foster and Daniel Balsano still side by side. Reminds me of the old Bridgestone stunt team. If you can hold the car at that pace side by side, you're doing very well. Just swapping turns there. They're holding 4th and 5th at the moment. Behind them, Liam Tollard Williams further 5-6 seconds down, but he's got David Baker still on his tail. And Bradley Martin's just dropped off a little bit back in P8 at the moment. James Delaney still trying his best to move up the field after that earlier mistake, facing that wall. And behind him's James Thompson in the second of the Penrite cars. His teammate Jake Elder still holding firm out front. I think we've got one lap to go after this one. So Jake's really wearing out his front lefts at the moment. He's only got a couple of blocks of tread to go, and Scott Flack's just getting loose up on the grass there. That'll give Jake some breathing space out in front. As now Scott Flack's falling back into the clutches of Chris McLennan. The gap's not really opening up there. Looks like we're lapping Jacob Frazier. He's back in P2 at the moment. David Baker in the Monster Energy car, he's circulating in P6. He's got to chase the boys from CSR, who are a good 6 seconds in front. Don't think that's going to happen. But let's go back to Jake Elder out in front. Going to take his maiden win on well, I'm not going to curse him, but looks like he's going to take his maiden win on his first outing, first race in the V8s with us here at Entertainment Park for Racecentre. He's got last year's Formula 1 champion, current defending champion, F1 champion Scott Flack right behind him. So no mean feat for the youngster from Narellan. Only a couple of corners to go. He's probably shaking in his boots now because he's only got 30% tread left on his front left, and he's got two left right-hand corners to go. Really demanding. You can see Scott Flack trying everything to get past him. Oh, but he's lighting up the rears a bit too much there. And here he comes, Jake Elder. Across the line, well-deserved win. Maiden win, second race ever. And he takes race 2 of the Racecentre V8 League at the Bend. Congratulations to him. So that was Scott Flack, Chris McLennan in third. Daniel Balsano takes 4th. Thomas Foster 5th. We're going the wrong way here. David Baker, Liam Tollard Williams just finishing behind him with Bradley Martin finishing P8. Delaney coming round to finish P9. Taking the line there. Peter Foster got one corner to go. Take that Brocky tribute car across the line in P10. Looks like Jake Thompson just losing another spot towards the end there. Really struggling on those tyres. He's got no tread left. He's actually got no front left to go. You can see him run wide there, but he's taking it nice and slow to make the corner. And that's him crossing the line in P11. And Fraser's in the pits. James Southwell circulating. Bryce Royal crossing the line. And teammate Brendan Williamson about to take the honours to finish P15. Okay, so there's the results. Jake Elder, first win. Congratulations to him. Penrite Energy, he's pumped. I can hear him in the background. Scott Flack, P2. Chris McLennan, P3. Daniel Oppadasano, Thomas Foster, David Baker. Wellington Williams up into P7. Bradley Martin, P8. James Delaney, unfortunately, finishes P9. Thomas Foster in your top 10. P11, James Thompson dropping a spot towards the end there with no tyres left. Jacob Frazier, P12. James Southwell after that first spin. Bryce Royal in P14, and Brendan Williamson unfortunately jumped the start and had a couple of pit lane penalties, so pretty much it was race over by then. Right, so that's race 2. We're going to head into race 3 after these commercials. With thanks to our sponsors, Julian James at Burleigh Heads, Racecentre is proud to announce that we'll be giving away this Supercars Limited Edition Pulsar watch to the winner of our 2020 V8 League season. The special watch features include chronograph function, stainless steel hard-coated case with black pattern leather strap and red stitching, date, calendar and 100 meters water resistant. Once again, we'd like to thank our friends at Julian James.
There's a new whiskey in town, one that embodies the strength and character of our people, that dares to do it our own way, crafted by a master distiller to create something uniquely Australian. Ned, Australian whiskey.
If you believe in it, then anything is possible.
With thanks to our sponsors, Julian James at Burley Heads, Racecentre is proud to announce that we'll be giving away this Supercars Limited Edition Pulsar watch to the winner of our 2020 V8 League season. The special watch features include chronograph function, stainless steel hard-coated case with black pattern leather strap and red stitching, date, calendar and 100 meters water resistant. Once again, we'd like to thank our friends at Julian James. Okay, thanks for joining us. I've managed to quickly fix the resolution issue, which is gridding up, getting ready to go again. Guys have just got to set their setups and make sure they're right for the 15 lap race. Initially advertised was 20 laps, but we have to shorten it due to some time constraints here at Entertainment Park. Just waiting for one driver to come back, and then we'll get onto the grid. Hope you're enjoying the stream out there. We see one of the CSR guys, that looks like Thomas Foster out there just practicing in between races. So everyone's got their tyres and fuel set. Just waiting for one driver. Never, no fuel burn.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
Okay, so the boys have got a grid. While we're waiting, I'll show you the schedule for the rest of the season. Tonight we're at the Bend. On the 26th of May we'll be racing at Winton, so make sure you get in contact with us, and if you haven't raced before, don't worry. We look after you. It's a fixed setup, so you don't have to worry about setting up the car or anything like that. Just changing brake bias, tyres and fuel, that's pretty much it. Alright, so someone's got the horn on, I can hear. P4. So we're still waiting for Jake Elder to grid. There we go, so it's a formation lap. Okay, so I've got Chris McLennan and Scott Flack leading us around for the final race of the night. Hopefully this will show the right, yep. So I've got Scott Flack on pole, Chris McLennan next to him in P2, Jake Elder will start in P3, Bradley Martin P4, David Baker P5, Liam Tyre Williams P6, Peter Foster, Paps in P7, James Southwell in P8, Bryce Roll P9, Brendan Williamson P10, Jacob Frazier P11, James Delaney P12, and I think P13 will be Thomas Foster. This clean skin racing. Sounds like someone's taking out some witches' hats. Okay, back to the commentary position. Chris McLennan with a win and a third gets him in P2. Scott Flack with a win and a second gets him in P1. Jake Elder with his maiden race win in his second outing, second race of the night ever. Very, very good effort from him. We've got B.R. Nicholson cheering him on. He's a pirate legend, I heard he is. Okay, so last race of the night we've had to reduce it to 15 laps instead of 20. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage that we've brought to you this evening. Sponsored by Entertainment Park and Racecentre. Also like to thank Logitech and Red Bull as well for their support over the years. Jake Elder quite happy with himself after that last race. He's worked very hard in practice leading up to this race. And it definitely shows tonight. Okay, the boys just gritting up now. It's a grid behind. Okay, so there's the grid. Here we go, third race of the night, 15 laps. Will we see pit stops? There we go, nice quick run off the back there. We saw Tom Foster getting a good run, but the front 6-8 have got off nice and cleanly and evenly. It's a drag race down to turn 1. Who's it going to be? Looks like Chris McLennan in the outside, but Scott Flack's got a good run around the outside. Oh, just squeezed in into P2 with Jake Elder in P3. Is compressing up now David Baker in the Moss Energy, Bradley Martin making an issue of it in 4 and 5. Behind him it's Liam Tyler Williams and Peter Foster. Just going to run wide there, but he's backed off a bit to get the job done, and his son is running on the inside there, Thomas Foster. He's really on a charge now. He's already up into P7 from the rear of the grid. We've got the usual suspects tonight up the front already in the positions 1, 2 and 3. Chris, Scott and Jake. And David Baker up there trying to get amongst us as well. Okay, we're still following David Baker on board in the windscreen view. Really closing number on the back of Jake there. Be interesting to see what the pit strategy is for this race. I'd say they definitely need to pit. Oh, a couple of guys getting squirrely there. I think that was Jake and Scott there getting a bit loose. We're on board now with Scott Flack taking turn 2 and into 3, trying to chase Chris McLennan down. Quite a flowing circuit for these guys. It's a real driver's track, this one, and the the international circuit is quite hard to remember, but once you get the flow of it, it's really good. Definitely got to look after your front lefts, as it's constant load on the front left for the right hand turns. This track definitely rewards the ones that sacrifice a corner to get a better exit on the next corner. We see now it's a group of 4 up the front vying for P1. As we see a yellow flag in sector 1 there on the second lap of the race. So there we go, 4-way battle for P1 at the moment. Got Liam Tyler Williams trying to get up the front there, make it a 5-way battle. There he is in the background. So we'll see where everyone else is spaced out. We've got Liam Tyler Williams currently in P5, behind him the M&M entry of James Delaney. Bradley Martin for the Team Navy and Aces Engineering, currently in P7 at the moment. James Southwell up into P8. Wow, he's started up the front and he stayed there. That's awesome effort. One of our rookies racing from Entertainment Park, his first race ever with us tonight, and in fact any driving sim, so doing a great job there in P8. Holding off an attack from Peter Foster at the moment. Peter will probably settle in and try and chip away at that lead. Jacob Frazier in the Jim's Mowing entry, currently in P10, just ahead of Thomas Foster, P11, and Bryce Royal, Michelle Helix car in P12, and Brendan Williamson, another one of our rookies, doing very well in P13 at the moment. See how they're going up the front. Still pack of 4. Only on the 3rd lap of the race, so they really don't want to start pushing too hard, but again, if they're going to pit in the middle, then they can afford to go hard in both stints. As Jake Elder just getting the inside. Great job from Jake. Squeezing up the inside. David Baker wants a piece of that action as well. As you can see, Scott just slowly pulling away there on the main straight. Willie getting deep under brakes. Nice and smooth through there. Looking after his tyres, waiting for the end of the race to pounce. Oh, look at this pack up front. We're on board with Chris McLennan in P1, looking at Jake Elder behind. Oh, Jake really squeezing up behind Chris at the moment. You can hear the throttle application really smooth on this V8, which is definitely necessary. Good thing about the V8 is it teaches you racecraft, and throttle application really pays off towards the end of the race or end of the stint of the tyres. You see Jake just squeezing up there, trying to get closer to make a move. That's David Baker. Oh, he's spun out, trying to get away from Scott Flack there. Chris trying to get out of the way, not give any draft advantage to Jake, but here he comes. Up the side, he's going around the outside. Oh, Willie trying to brake deep under brakes. Oh, he's definitely trying both sides of the car there. Trying to chase him down on the rear camera. There he goes, up the front, off the side. Oh, look how close that is. Side by side. I think Chris has got the right of way on the next right hand side. We can see the driver. I'm loving this camera angle, just chasing down Jake Elder. Only 5 laps in, a third of the way through, but you can see Jake's had to yield a bit there. Jake getting back up the backside of Chris at the moment. Great racing from these two. You see Chris just got loose there. This allows Jake to get a better run down the main straight. There he goes. You can see that position in the window. Well, it changed to 1. There it goes as he gets in front. Oh, they both brake deep into turn 1. But I think Chris has run a bit wide there. That's going to give the position to Jake there out in front. Great race. This is fantastic racing to see, especially from rookies, Chris and Jake. Chris has had a few races under his belt, so Jake's doing a great job. Flack still in P3, Delaney up into P4, and we've lost Baker down into P6 at the moment. I see where the other battles, there's another battle down the back there, Jacob Fraser and Thomas Foster. currently in P8 and P9. Oh, that's Thomas Foster in the CSR entry. That's our Clean Skin Racing. It's the closest battle of the night so far, but up front, we've still got Jake Elder holding out P1 in front of Chris McLennan in P2. Scott Flack out by himself with a big gap, 2.5, almost 3 second gap from them, and a further 2.8 seconds back to James Delaney in P4 at the moment. P5's Liam Tollard Williams trying to catch his sponsor on the side of the car there. Behind these guys, David Baker rounding out lap 7, almost halfway through, and Brad Martin, Team Navy, is in P7 at the moment. Jacob Frazier and Thomas Foster back in P8 and 9, crossing the line for their 7th lap. We've got Paps down in P10 at the moment, just ahead of, so he has got the job done on James Southwell, which moves him up into P9, and James back into P11 with Bryce Royal making his way back on the track. You just saw him slipping back into P13 behind his teammate Brendan Williamson. The gap's still spreading out. Frazier and Foster back in P8 and 9 are still glued together. They look like they're having some fun out at the back there. But taking the honours up the front, Jake Elder holding out ahead of ever-charging Chris McLennan. Been pretty consistent, Chris, tonight, so it's going to be tight with if there's positions stay as they is. It looks like Jake may take the win for the round with 2 wins. I know Chris has got a win and Scott's got a win as well, so no, that can't be right then. I think it was Chris with the win before. So Scott's been consistent, Scott Flack's been consistent in 2nd and 3rd. So we'll do the tally and we'll announce the table next week. Next round, I should say, it's Winton. So lap 8, do we start seeing pit stops around this time? My prediction is that no, we could see Jake Elder staying out. He's only used 50% of his tyres. So he's now, Chris McLennan just going wide there onto the grass. Just rejoined before we cut across to him. So he's slipped back into the clutches of Scott Flack there in P3. Here he comes. We'll see Bryce Royal in the grass again. Really struggling with the hot temperatures here at Adelaide, South Australia. David Baker in P6. David was doing well up in P3, P4, but after that accident he's gone back to quite a... Liam Tollard Williams up in a P5 at the moment. And we've got a Shell Helix car across the side of the track there. That was Brendan Williamson. Let's hope he rejoins in a safe place. It looks like he's waiting for the field to go past. Very good racing etiquette there. But getting back to Liam Ty Williams, this is probably one of his best results so far tonight in P5. So Bradley Martin up into P7, holds firm. Jacob Fraser, P8, Thomas Foster in P9, keeping Jacob Fraser honest. Peter Foster still up in the top 10. James Southwell, one of our rookies, in P11. Oh, Brendan Williamson's received a penalty. Probably speeding in pit lane or releasing that pit limiter too early. And we've missed it before, but David Baker's got the fastest lap of the race so far with a 151.794. These lap times are a bit slower because it looks like they're conserving tyres to make it halfway. But not too sure if we're going to see pit stops, but I'd imagine we would have seen them already about halfway through to get the most out of the new set of the tyres. But I guess if you're out on track and pretty consistent, you don't want to do anything, but you also don't want to lose time by suffering with old tyres out on track. As we see Chris slightly moving up, bringing the gap back down to 1.6 seconds, and Flax close behind as well. I'd heard Brennan, yeah, so Brennan's still struggling on those older tyres. I love the delivery of James Delaney, the M&M tribute. I think that was painted by Clean Skin Racing as well. So he's up in P4 chasing down Scott Flack at the moment. So this will be the next battle that ensues as James Delaney's very quick steerer. Oh, and there's looks like one of the Fosters. Peter Foster is coming in pit lane. No, that's an old notification that I've just got. He's just exited pit lane. So he's still in P9. Actually, he's moved up into P9 actually. So good job from him. But this will be the next battle that comes. You can see the gap down to 1.3. Visually, you can see him chasing him down. We're on board with Liam Tollard Williams for Brett Williams Plumbing, his major sponsor. Five laps to go and it's still Jake Elder out in front. There goes Liam down the main straight, still in P5 with a good gap back to David Baker. It's a 5-second gap. Looks like a bit of a timing issue there on the screens, but when they cross the line it all fixes itself up. So Jake Elder with a 2.5, almost 3-second gap over Chris McClellan. Oh, looks like they're now lapping. That would be James Southwell in the cool drive entry. And that's Chris just getting up the inside. Lapping, Scott Flack just having a bit of trouble there. James Southwell trying to stay out of trouble, but caught up in the wrong spot there. It's hard to give way. He's getting up the inside there, getting the job done. I don't think that's for position, so they shouldn't be coming together. But James Southwell is learning, as it is a rookie for tonight. His first race with us. I think these guys are going to try and make it out on one stop. You'd be giving away your position if you're going to pit now with only 3 laps to go. There's no real gain. You just got to look after your tyres at this stage. Make them last, because these guys definitely would have pitted already. Okay, fastest lap of the race goes to Thomas Foster at the moment. Back in, where is he? He's on a new set of tyres in P10. But where's the battles coming from now? Because James Delaney's just taken Scott Flack for P3. Chris McClellan's 2.5 seconds back with 3 laps to go. That's a second lap. That's a tall order on old tyres, but we'll see if he gets the job done. He's done this plenty of time before with success, so I'd hate to be in Chris's seat at the moment. Speaking of Chris's seat, we can actually try and have a look. There, oh, no head, oh my god. Okay, let's just look out the front. That's probably good for VR. If you Jake Elder still lapping in the 153s, just a bit slower than Chris. Chris took a full second out of him on that lap, so we've got 2 laps to go with, 3.2 seconds. Not enough, really, to make a difference. As we see James Southwell in the pits. Tyres as he rolls back out. He's got Eddie's pit. Oh, he's just received a drive-through. We'll go back to the lead. Jake Elder. 2.5 second gap now with 2 laps to go. Here comes Chris. You can see the gap. He's going to chase him down. Also got James Delaney closing in on these two as well. See the gap there. Scott Flack trying his hardest to stay in the back of James Delaney there in the M&M entry. James had that unfortunate spin, as we saw in race 2, as he hit the wall head first. And that cost him a lot of time and a lot of points for the championship, but it is only round 1, as this is our first round of the season after moving to a new venue out at Entertainment Park out of Bankstown Airport. Entertainment Park's also got 10-pin bowling, electric go-karts, VR Hologate, arcade games, pool tables, even a barbershop and a cafeteria. So if you ever want a fun day out, come down, check it out. We'll be here with our full motion simulators, and hopefully you can join us in the next race at Winton on the 26th of May. Always a Wednesday night before the main race. We'll be here racing that same event. So James is definitely moving up on Chris in for P2. The gap down now to 1.8, 1.7 seconds, but they're not really chipping away at Jake Elder's time, as he's still lapping in the 153s. Chris only chipped 0.3 of a second off Jake's gap there, but the gap is coming down and we're coming up to back markers, so it looks very interesting back down here in P2, 3 and 4. Oh, you can see the tyres really wearing out now. James really taking that corner nice and wide. The left-hand turns aren't too bad, it's the right-hand turns that's really killing these cars. Oh, the front lefts, I should say. Looks like Frazier's on the back of Baker here at the moment with Jim's mowing and Baker in the Monster Energy car. They're battling it out now for P6. William Tollard Williams still circulating P5, doing a fantastic job there. But it's up the front. We're interested in the gap down to 2.2. Jake's got about 20% tyre left on the front left there, so he's definitely going to stay out. I didn't really predict that, but you can see the race coming together now. This is the last lap of the race. It's saying 2.5 seconds, but it looks a lot closer than that as we go around the infield for the last time of the night. Lap 15 of 15. This is a great drive from Jake Elder out in front. Rookie of the night and driver of the night, I'd say. If you were ever to vote for these guys, definitely put Jake Elder at the front of the voting poll. Chris McClellan also doing a great job. I haven't seen him race yet, but tonight he's really made the guys honest and doing a fantastic job for himself in the Keller Racing Castrol. Only got oh, he's just locked up the inside left there. He's protecting that lead because those tyre wears, he's overheating the front left at the moment. He's down to 17% tyres, and here comes Chris McClellan, but it's Jake Elder with 2 corners to go. You can see how tight he's taking that corner. It's on the white tread, so I'm sure white was the softs. Here it goes, last corner. Last race of the night, P1, excellent job. That's his second win in a row. And that's Chris McClellan and James Delaney. Look how close the top 3 were. There's Scott Flack doing a 180 down the main straight after the start-finish line. And Liam Tollard Williams coming home in P1. But you've got to give full credit to Jake Elder. That's 2 races in a row now. That's probably the round win for him. I'd have to do the calculation to confirm, but that's a pretty good job. Alright, so Jacob Frazier, David Baker crossing the line there in P6 and 7. Coming across for Navy is Team Navy is Bradley Martin, Peter Foster. Will come home in P9. Thomas Foster rounds out the P10. James Southwell in 11. Bryce Rolls parked it in P12, and Brandon Williamson, another one of our rookies, doing a great job for the first race of his career. Just waiting for him to cross the line. Jake Elder taking out the round. Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. He's done a great job doing some doughies for us. Keep going, Jake. That's awesome job, mate. Congratulations. Okay guys, so that concludes the racing for the evening. Thanks for joining us. We'll if you do want to race us join us here at Entertainment Park. Come on down. Our next round is at Winton at the 26th of May. We'll do the same format at Winton. It'll be a 15-minute race, a 20-minute race, and a 40-minute race. We'll try and tighten it up with the coverage so we don't run over time, and we'll keep it to schedule. Until next time, thanks for joining us.